So, welcome back to the adventures of Shiaryu and her friends in this big Morrowind World. And if I recall correctly, last time we were just discovering some quests in the 5 Toes Guild mod here in the Tiasha Crag headquarters. I moved to this far north position to avoid conflicts with other mods, but I think did a lot of the required quests to come here, and let's see, we have new things to do. We have a message from Ziphanil, a farmer here, that is asking for an agent. And maybe we could talk with the boss. Or someone else.
Tidings and good wishes to you, friend. How does the day greet you?
You have 2 brethrens here. Oh, he's giving another important task, it seems. So, 10 or more samples of a rare ingredients called Kyrion's Gall. It is growing once every 50 years in a cavern called Shangi, not far from the dock at Talbronor. So we have one hint. I will send word to Hay that you have arrived here. I'm sure he would like to see you again, so...
The researcher, Chemise, has thanked me for rescuing Hay Landros, who apparently is his cousin. He then asked me to collect 10, or if at all possible more, of an extremely rare alchemical ingredient called Kyrion's Gall, which is only available once in 50 years. It grows on muck sponges in Shangi Cavern near Telbranora docks. He could not say what it looks like. He asked for me to do this as he believes he can trust me not to fail him.
So, as Shiaryu just read from Arjuna, we have things to do. Let me check if I can make... but I don't think I can. Sorry, forget it. I think I've already done this thing. Anyway, let's see if we can go with these quests in this island. Maybe I should try and talk with the boss also. Mr. Hymankard. Are you ready for promotion? I think so. We must talk with Twisting. No, but we need to do more field work. Okay, so...
I've heard people talking about a merchant ship in Dagon Fell that has traveled from Hammerfell. The captain may be willing to offer passage for a price.
Oh, so we have a new latest rumors about a mod which I have added since last time we played here, and it's the updated version of the Skyrim Home of the North mod, and I think I have moved it about here. I think. this place. I have moved some of not unused landmass, I think, but all in all, should be everything needed. And yes, I'd like also to go here and take a look, because it's really a great scenic mod, and there are also a lot of new quests to do in one of the main cities, I think. So if we go to Dragonfell, I think we should try and take a boat and go there, because it's a really great mod. And so we could take a look at the new things. Anyway, as we are here, let's go on with a couple quests. Let me see if I can. Set the chat to see it. It's a little complicated. Now it should be visible. Okay. Why I cannot see it? Okay, visible. And I want to go out this way, but this way. And this is the island of the Ash Crag, and we're looking for a farmer. The secondary missions of this mod are given like a sort of mail message.
To what do I owe the pleasure, Breton?
And you have not really a journal for them. So we must look for this farmer. I'm not sure, but maybe it's faster to go back and get the name, because I don't really remember it now. So we go back and read the mail. There's a sort of message. From Ziphanil farmer. We must look for this Mr. Ziphanil. So let's see. We have a blacksmith. Oh, here it is. Ziphanilzis. Don't ask me to say that word correctly because it's hard. And anyway, we must go to this house to the northeast. Oh, I put on the boots of blinding speed to go a little faster. And and there is another new thing which I have just added to the how is it called? So the door tuning mod. Door lock tuning mod. I don't remember exactly how I called it, but it's a mod which is synchronizing, thanks to the new MWSI features. It's able to synchronize the loading doors. So if I lock the door this way, it is locked also from the exterior way and also the reverse. So they are synchronized, they are tuned each other. So when in the future the new releases of the mod, which is making enemies chase you through loading doors, will work 100% correctly, I think this will be a great mod to have, because you will be able to lock the doors and keep your enemies out of your house. But for now, it is nice to have, so you can have things working more like they should be in reality. So if you unlock a door from one side, it will be unlocked or locked on the other side. And this is dynamic. There was already a mod doing these things for standard Morrowind ESM files, but with the new features of the Morrowind scripting extender, we can do this in a dynamic way. So it's working for all mods. And I have recently added to this mod also a part that is playing the closed door sound when you go out. As you can hear, the door closing sound is playing automatically. And there is also a mod, a recent mod, which is doing this thing. Difference is this mod is using the correct sounds, if available, always. The closed sound for the particular door, and also the volume. Some volume varies depending on how far you are from the door. It should at least vary a little. Anyway, nothing really too exciting, but just an add-on for that mod. Oh, and we crashed for some reason. Not good, but check if I can restart things fast. So this is one thing that I actually still tweaking, so it maybe is not working 100%. It is surprisingly tricky to recognize the correct loading door on the other side of, because there are places where there are more than one destination loading door, destination points very near each other, and so it's not simple to understand where's the proper door. Anyway, this is a technical detail, but I hope to be able to find the perfect way soon. And another thing I recently added is another update for another mod. And I think I'd like just to explore that one. And it's the Dose of Oblivion mod. But anyway, let's see if we are able to start loading this save. So hopefully it will be an automatic save done by another MWSI mod, and so the little steps we did are not lost. Let's see. And I'm also trying, for instance, the very new release of the MWSI user interface expansion, but the very latest version is still having some compatibility problems with some other icons mod, so I'm still using the previous version. But we will see in a short time if things works better. Let's see the journal. Okay, so we have the journal entry and we can go. We must go here. Right. Mr. Zephaniah's house. He's the farmer that should be here asking for help, but I don't see him. Hello, Mr. Zephaniah, I presume? Oh, I don't believe I've seen a Breton with such a grand outfit in some time. But he's not asking for help, so maybe there's some kind of mistake here. Oh well. Let's go back. It could be some kind of mistake by the mod quest, because when we read our messages here, there's this message from Zephaniah Farmer asking for an agent, so there's something not working as expected, but Oh, another crashing. I'm crashing a lot, so I think this map showing is not something I can show immediately because I am crashing. I think I will just try and load another player game, which is more or less the same class, and it's using the same loading list, but it has a lot more progress. So player level is about I think 35 or something like this. So the map is much more explored, main quests are done, and it's easier to travel around, because I will like to take that boat at Dragonfell and try and explore the new just released Skyrim Home of the Nodes. Also because I'd like to see if moving the mod, so it's inside the standard expanded map for Tanya Rebuild, is working as expected. So that's what I'll try to do, I think. Just trying and loading a very similar but different save. So instead of loading Shiayu-san, we load Shiayu Rosto. Hopefully it will crash a little less, but I don't know, because I recently changed other mode, so there may be something not cleaned. But at least I can show you the world map a little more explored this way, because it's a higher level character. There's also I think a link to the map version online, but obviously the map you see while streaming here is more updated, because it's real-time map. The copy I have online is an image which I update frequently, but it's not like having it real time. So and I think this character is one of the more developed I have. Oh, we are only level 28, not so much, but the world is much more explored, as you can see. So we were more or less here, I think, or here in Tiasha Crag. What I want to do is try and explore this place. So we want to go to Dragonfell, which is Where is it? Oh, here it is. And from here there should be a boat to reach Skyrim of the North. So let's try it. I'm currently in Caldera, Guild of Mages. There are also a lot of nice things to do here. Quests of I think the fastest way to reach Dragonfell is from
What was I thinking?
a mod which is adding rooms for the head of the Mages Guild. This room goes to the secure chamber with a lot of teleporting doors. It's added by a mod called Mage Tower, something like I don't remember the name, but anyway, it's a hub enabling you to reach. Oh, and the sound that you can hear is actually a muffled rain sound that we can hear thanks to one of the HumChan MWSI mods, adding atmospheric sound effects reflecting the exterior weather in real time in theory. So in theory we should just go out and find raining. Let's see. And it works perfectly, and we are in this greatly modded Dragonfell, which I think is one of the more scenic places in Vanderfell with all these mods. But we are here mostly.
Anytime you're ready.
To try and reach Skyrim Home of the North. So we are looking for some kind of red guard. I think. Or not. Oh no, sorry, I'm making a little confusion here. It's not the Skyrim Home of the North, it's the Redguard mod, Strauss Mackay, which has a Redguard, and Skyrim Home of the North, we can reach it from another place, which I don't really remember. Let me check it because I'm not sure about it. And I'm looking for information about the mod. Because I don't remember where the shipmaster is. Speak with you. Read fast travel in Ibonart, Skyrim. Oh, okay. We must go to Ibonart if we want to reach Skyrim. So I think as we are here, no, I will do nothing because I'm just crashing each time I alt tab. I tab out. So there's really something not working as expected. I'm sorry, but I'm not streaming since or playing this game since a lot of time, so I'm crashing more than usual. Well, let's try again. This time I will go right to Ebonheart and see if we can from there go to Skyrim. Hopefully. And if not, well, I think I will stop the streaming because I'm crashing too much and it's not something. It's a sort of dead is dead mode where you are dead when you try to play, and it's a long reloading. Okay, so let's see. We have something strange. It's okay. Oh, let's try hardware mode. And loading, crossing fingers. And this Dagonfell place is one of the most modded cities I have in my game, I think. It's a port with a lot of destinations. I think there are something like 10 shipmasters in Dagonfell now. And the curious thing about Morrowind is that you always load first the sounds and then the rest.
Your bidding, knight?
Oh, there we have. Good shot. So, I will try this thing.
I'm listening.
First, we try and go to Strosmakai from here, and then we try to reach.
Hail and welcome, friend. Hail.
Skyrim from Ebonheart.
You're a lot more refined than most tourists I've met. I like that. Guards!
Uh-oh. I did something stupid. Let's see if I can use a trick. Don't ask what I'm doing. I'm cheating in a really strong way, but oh, I'm from Strauss
I
Mackay.
have found the merchant ship from Hammerfell and Dagonfell. The shipmaster offered me passage to Stross MK.
Okay, so we try and reach this nice island, which is developed as interior like exterior mod, so it is not conflicting as usual with other land masses, but may have the problem of having a low frame rate, because making an interior like exterior unique single cell makes it easier to have frame rate problems. But let's go there and see what happens. I think we have a lot of gold, so we can reach it without problems. And here we are in Stross Mackay. And this is a very recently released alpha version of the mod. All in all, frame rate is not really terrible. I think I have a much worse frame rate in, for instance, old Ebonheart in Timer Rebuild recent release. Because it's full of quests, NPCs and a lot of things. So all in all, I think this present version of this mod is, you can play it without big problems. Fact is, quests are very limited at the moment, because I think the main quest has been, a part of the main quest has been developed, but not much more. Anyway, it's a really great place, very similar to the original Red Guard game, and also to the ESO version, I think. Very nice. Oh, there are a lot of dead people, it seems, victim of a plague. So I think this will be the main quest, to investigate and find information about it. But all in all, I'm just running around to show you this very nice place. Let's talk with the gods.
Your bidding, knight?
Oh, because we must pay gold. I tried to pay the fine with a console command, but I wrote something wrong, or not enough commands, because I don't remember by heart everything. And so we had to pay our fine, and we are inside. What I can say is, personally, I would lower the lights here.
Your bidding, knight?
Because I think that it's a little more brighter than usual. So this is one change that I could do to the mod. It's very easy to do it. You just have to change the light setting for the side. Oh, you have chosen the bot time to make your way to Strong Mackay, friend. We are in the middle of an unexplainable...
I have made my way to Stroh's MK, but the port is empty. After asking around, apparently a terribly plague has swept over the island and killed countless. The locals have advised that I stay indoors so that I don't get sick. Perhaps I can make my way to a local tavern and find lodging and information.
Okay, so the hint is to go and look for a tavern. And this plague has already killed a lot of people, and that's the reason why we don't see a lot of people.
A massive plague has broken out in Stroh's MK and killed many. I have noticed many corpses along the main way through the city. The guards have advised me to stay inside. Perhaps I should find a tavern to rest up and ask some questions.
So,
Welcome.
main reason we have not much people.
You seem like very good
The
company.
governor, Carius Herminius. We can talk about rumors and plague. Oh, it's been terrifying. People locking inside homes.
After doing a little asking around the tavern, folks have told me about a Red Guard woman who maintains a merchant tent in the main plaza. She neither fears the plague nor death. I should go speak to her and find out why she is so confident she will not become ill. Perhaps she can lead me to a clue that would end this plague.
Okay, so we got a hint by the boss instead of going to the tavern, but not bad. It's raining a lot for a desert region. We cannot see really in the map because it's an interior like exterior location, so it's always in the center of the map, but we can see we have also rain. We must look for a merchant, a lonely merchant. And the city is, I'd say, big enough to get a little lost. And all in all, I think the modder, we did the majority of the work here. I think the project is currently developed by a couple of people, and especially by one person. They did really a nice job with the meshes. They could be probably optimized a little, tweaked a little, but all in all they are really nice, and it's really very similar to the original game and also to the ESO version. It's very nice to have. Let's see if we have some kind of scripting Or if we can levitate around, oh, we can. Good. And so looking for this merchant. Let's see if we have some hint about where she could be. A red woman with the merchant tent in the main plaza. And what is the main plaza? Should be this one. This. Not sure about it. I think this is... Oh, and this big water pool and construction, I think it's very, very similar to the original game. Anyway, I think this is the main square, but I see no merchants. Maybe it's not the right place. Guard, I'm looking for... Oh, the guard captain. So we should visit the Dragon Tail Inn.
Your bidding, knight.
Oh, I see the merchant stall. Maybe. Not really. Okay, so maybe that's not the right square. So let's explore. Oh, what a nice temple. Oh, we have also desert. So all in all, it's a very scenic and very well done interior likes exterior mod. Ooh, nice. I mean, it's not like a Litnonaya, but it's an interior like exterior mod. I think the fact is really good all in all. Oh, nice bridge. And this looks like the central palace. Yes, main hall, but I'm not able to find this red guard merchant. So the city is not small, and exploring it takes some time. Oh, and we found a bookstore. Blacksmith. And I think I will lower the sound effects a little because it's a little high. We go out to the desert here. And down. Oh, there's a kind of dreamer construction there. I'm unable to find this merchant, so the city is really big. Oh, that's a mage's guild? Nice. A cartographer's shop. Oh, I'm curious. Oh. Missing model. Okay. Probably I did not install correctly. Or there's some kind of problem. I think I know what it is, because this texture is used also for a book, so probably I put it in the books folder and not in the texture folders, but it needs to be in both of them. Anyway, this message is written in the warnings text file, so easy to fix. We can do it easily. It's a matter of copying the texture. Must be my mistake not installing it correctly. Anyway. I'm really having a hard time finding this unique merchant. And it's not small at all. South Plaza. There's a North Plaza. Main hall. Okay, so I will just explore from a higher point. Nice tower. And I imagine this quest with the plague is very good at the start, because it makes the mod work without having a lot of NPCs in the streets, because a lot of people has been killed by the plague and the rest is inside the houses. But I fear that when the mod will be populated again with people out, the frame rate will be much worse. Hopefully there will be improvement in the meshes and collisions and things that can improve the frame rate, but for now Quest is asking us to find this merchant and I cannot find her or him. I think it's a lady, but not sure about it. out of the city. Oh well, at least we can see a great part of the mod. Maybe it's better to go to the tavern. But this city is very big. Okay, I cannot find her. Let's look for the tavern. Maybe this way. No. Okay, we have the bookstore, a cloth here, very nice signposts, and we have the commoners' living quarters. A smith, a watchtower, Let's talk with Mr. Remo Storing. Oh, yeah, either brave or stupid, or both. It's not safe wandering the streets of Stros Mackay. We know, but we are looking for a merchant. Okay, let's look for the dragon tail. We already been here. Tower. A house. I think the inn should have some kind of big sign. Maybe it's here. This seems to be a kind of square, because there's this big fountain, this big water pool. Oh, the dragging tail down. So let's go inside and see. And I should have a better belt for this. So I have no night eye effect, and the mod is very bright compared to other interiors, standard interiors. So I think
what do I owe this
it could be
pleasure?
better
That's
to
how I like
just
it. Bold and direct.
make
Come,
it
I
a
like
little
you.
darker, generally.
You're a lot more refined than most tourists I've met. I like that.
But that's a minor thing. Okay, always the same thing, but I'm looking for hints
What can I help you with?
about the merchant, but nobody is telling me anything about the merchant. Let's see. I'm already here, but okay, so nice scene, but I'm looking for more hints about
You've won me over.
Welcome. Please don't be
this
shy.
merchant. And I'm really curious about it, because it could be some kind of bug, so the merchant is not yet placed, but if I recall correctly, I found her when I took a look at the mod in the construction set, so she must be somewhere, because I don't think this merchant is scripted to disappear or things like. Oh, here she is. She is near the big fountain here. Oh, finally found her. So, dear Roy Sarah lady, how are you? You're brave or stupid, and so on, the plague you. So, big hint for you people wanting to play the mod. She is actually near the big fountain, the place with the big fountain, because it's not really easy to find her. You want to know why I'm not afraid of catching plague? Well, have you noticed any red guards dying of plague? Not that you can tell with the corpses around town. Plague has made them unidentifiable, but I've been paying attention to who is dying and who is not. So far it has only been foreigners, guards and nobles. So this plague is not hitting red guards, so that's the reason why he's not afraid of it. That's all information
I have spoken with the merchant Roysera, and she has informed me that she does not fear this plague, because no red guards have died from this disease. It has only been foreigners, guards, and nobles who have died. She suggested I speak to every red guard in town and see if anyone knows anything about why the red guards won't get sick.
So let's look for red guard people. Well, it's it's the right time to go back to the tavern, I think. Oh, this place. Oh, Mages. Let's go to the Mages Guild.
The pleasure is all mine.
Lady. And red guards won't get sick. Let's ask about it. Oh wow, that's a relief. But she doesn't have anything interesting to say about it. So definitely this is a little brighter than usual, and I think the mod really could get some darker interior ambient. Plague you. That's all anyone can talk about in this 4-second city. I have more important things to worry about. You want to know why red guards won't get sick? So he doesn't believe it's a plague, but a cause of sorts.
I met a red guard named Razul who told me he does not think this plague is an illness, but rather an enchantment. He spoke of ancient Yakutan tribal magics that would make use of wood carvings shaped like the victim. He suggested I head over to the bookstore and find the book Ancient Yakutan Traditions.
So we found another hint. Let's go and look for the bookstore. So all in all, the quest is going on nicely. The one difficult point has been so far to find this merchant, because she's all alone in this big place, in this big city. But it's not so bad, because this way we got an idea where the other shops are, and now we should have less problems finding the bookshop, for instance. I think it's on the southern part of the city. Oh, sorry, in western part. Here it is. And look at the nice effect, thanks to the mod by Microdark, adding the gutter rays to windows everywhere in your big Morrowind World. And let's talk with the bookstore owner, Mr. Gracchus Flavus. Hold on a bit, I'm busy and so on, but Ancient Yakutan Traditions, that is a rare book indeed. I might have a copy, but he's not going to sell it, but he's asking for something retrieved in exchange for the book. So he's looking for another rare book.
Gracchus is looking for an ancient Dwemer book that he believes can be found in the Dwemer ruins between Saint Sport and Port Hunding. He has agreed to give me his copy of Ancient Yakutan Traditions in exchange for the Dwemer book. Furthermore, he says a friend of his named Thraborn saw this rare book before being chased off by a steam centurion. Speaking with Thraborn might be helpful.
And where can I find this Mr. Atterbury? Let's see. if we can talk about it. No. And so we must look for Mr. Atterborn. And this is not Atterborn house. That's too easy. Let's talk with this guard. Maybe the guard captain here is giving us a hint. Let's go to the inn. So this is the real main square where the merchant is and where the inn is. The Dragon Tail Inn. And let's see.
Not a lot of pretty ladies around here.
Should you need something?
Mr. Atterborn
What do I owe this
You've won me over.
is here, but too easy. I think this is some kind of missing information from the quest,
Your
because
bidding night?
nobody is telling us who this Atterborn may be. And it may not be easy to ask everybody. About it. I don't know. It's really not bad so far. I think I enjoyed very much the place and the quest, but this is a point where something is missing, I think.
If you need a good laugh or a tall tale, you've come to the right place.
Because
your bidding night?
nobody is telling me how
Such good
to
company.
find
Well,
Mr. Atterborn. I will check again the journal if we have some hint here, but there's a typo here. Ancient Yokudan tradition. Let's take a note. I will use the BC command to write the wrong word, so next time I will try and fix Ancient Yokudan. So I can easily find where the bag is in the journal. A friend, his name Atterborn, so, but he's not telling us where Atterborn is. And this also is something that should be really easier to find, and there should be some kind of hint about it.
Your bidding night?
From
How fair
other
thee, friend?
people or in the journal. But I see gray topics here, so it means there's not really new dialogue. Oh, and something really nice here is that I have a mod that is replacing in real time the standard static practice dummies with real practice dummies
I like what I see.
models from, for instance, the Superstar mod. Problem is they are the wrong directions, I think. For some reason I must tweak the code a little more, but in theory I should be able to fight them and gain experience. And this is all dynamic, added real time by another MWSI mod. But I'm still working on it. Let's see if spells works. Yes. So we can get experience fighting the practice dummies, but for now they seem to work well only with spells. There must be some collision problem, I think, with the wall. Anyway. How could we find
Do not fear, friend. I will
Mr. Atterborn? Oh, we have big rooms in
How
this
can I help you, friend?
inn.
Welcome. Please
You're a
don't
lot
be
bidding.
shy.
But no trace of Mr. Atterborn. Guard captain is not helping. Okay, so nice quest so far, but I don't really want to go and explore everywhere to look for Mr. Atterborn. Oh, nice temple. A lot of
Such fine
You're a lot more
company.
refined
One
than
would
most
be
of the
wise
travelers
to
I've
listen.
met. I like that.
Okay, so nobody is telling me where Atterborn is.
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
Well, this is a grand day. Greetings.
3 blessings, friend.
How fare thee, friend?
Brother Antonius.
May each day greet you warmly, friend.
Welcome. Please
If I can
don't
be of
shy.
any
What
assistance,
do you
I'll be
want of
happy
me,
to help.
Outlander?
Let's talk with Brother Antonius, just to be sure. But topic is always the Plague or Stars Mackay, but nothing specific for Mr. Atterborn, so... Oh. I think we will have a hard time finding him or her, but I think it's a male. Or we could look for a house called Atterborn's house or things like this. Has a lot of places. Central Watchtower. Okay, so I think I will stop here this quest. But all in all, a very interesting mod. I think you should install it and try it and tell the developer what you like, the problems you find, things that could be fixed or made better, because it's a really great mod, I think, and it has the advantage that is not conflicting with other landmass mods, so you can install it without big problems. And it's really introducing this great new atmosphere about a red gas city, and the story about Strauss Mackay. I will ask the guard captain. Already. Oh, let's try the living quarters just out of
Swift
curiosity. Walbach House, Ashug House, Corvus House. So it's like some kind of apartment.
That's how I like it. Bold and direct.
Okay.
Come, I like you.
Arthurborn. So an Arthurborn topic is really needed for the quest, because it's nearly impossible to find him without cheating or looking at the mod in the construction. Ooh! A collision problem. We just fall down. I will take a note. Anyway, I'm really happy with how the city is feeling.
Your bidding, knight?
So much, all in all. It's really big, and if you consider that the great part of the work for this mod has been done by one person, I think he really did a good job so far. So let's hope that the work with the mod can continue, but the best way you can help with it, I think, just try it, play it, and give your impression to the modder, and make the modder feel your love for the mod, because it's hard to do such big projects alone, and having people trying your mod and playing your mod is really something that can motivate modders a lot. So it's really something you should do. Anyway, for now I think I will just go back to Ibonat and try to reach the other mod we were talking about, the Southern Home of the Northern release, and to go to Ibonat from here. I could take a boat back, but it's faster to teleport, to use some of my teleportation destination. For instance, I could use this one, Ashlander Tent, Return Amulet, so this well-developed character can use this shrine and then go directly to Vivek. which is another big modded city. And
You have my blessings, Outlander. How about a potion today?
from here, we can reach Ibonart port.
Hail and welcome, friend. Hail!
And we can just give him some alms.
May the wind be on your back.
Thank you, Nord. So we'll take a gondola to
Care to
Ibonart.
see the sights? Where can I take you?
And we can use the scenic travel because it's very short. Oh, we have a nice lady taking another gondola there. And as you can see, it's a very modded Vivac. Lot of mods. And I want to show you this thing because, as you can see, the moonlet tail is slowly rotating, and this is a tweak that I did on the mod. Not perfect because the distant land position is still fixed, so some kind of duplication when you are at the distance between near position which is moving, because it's Morrowind that is drawing the moonlets, and the far position where it is MGI side that is drawing the rocks, so they are not rotating anymore. But all in all, I think it's a nice effect. And it's interesting because with some tricks I've been able to add the movement directly to the meshes, so there is no script moving the rocks, but it's animation in the mesh. And the tricky part is that also the collision of the rocks is rotating with the meshes. And this has been some kind of experiments with something that I did not think possible, but you can do it, it works. Those meshes have a reduced faces version for the collision, and that collision is rotating with the more detailed meshes. So this is something that in theory should not be possible, but it works. It just works. And all in all, we are here to look for a passage for Skyrim Hall of the North, but I think it's not a boat, but some kind of guild teleportation. So we must find a guild service. I think it's
Your bidding, knight?
here, probably in the north, in the Skyrim mission, and should be that lady over there. And there is no travel. No, maybe it's not the right lady. Or maybe.
Welcome,
If you
friend.
need a good laugh or a
Oh,
tall
here
tale,
he is,
you've come to the
Mr.
right place.
Jew with Fast Travel. How nice, a very nice surname. I will save here because never say never. We have already had a couple crashes, so better to save before trying it. But we want to fast travel to. Oh, we already talked about Strass Mackay. We never heard of it. Right. Let's travel to Cart Western Docks. So it's not really much because I have moved the mod, so it's not so far from Wadenfell. But anyway, let's go there and see. The new release of Southtime Home of the North, which is presently in this position of my big Morrowind World. It is on the western border of the available extended map, so it's not really far from this part of Time Rebuild so far, but obviously this is not nothing about this map is fixed in the future, because hopefully we will have a map working better in future releases of the standard Morrowind Engine with MW SI development, or we will have a better working open Morrowind able to replace the standard Morrowind and MGI XI. But these are things for the future. For now, I think it's better to play the mod moving it, so you can still have a working map to track your exterior progress and so on. Anyway, we are here in Cartwastan Docks, so let's explore a little.
Can I do anything to help?
We are in the Lockwood Hut region. The Vanguard Forest is to the north, full of bandits, bears and other dangers. There's a village of Karka and highlands to the west, a mesa, a village. Okay, let's just go around and see, because I think it's a very nice. Ooh, plenty of chickens. We have a very dense forest. Oh, just hit. Voila. Oh, over there, the rainy towers, I think. I don't resist, I want to explore, so let's put on our magic things. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have a well-developed character to do this exploration, so I can easily move faster and have no fear of